Okay, so this is my 1979 auction by gooseneck trailer I bought. Can't tell if it's homemade, if it's factory built, but it does have a title. So I was pretty pleased with that. We got it at a really good deal, and we got it cheap enough that I can afford to do some work to it. So first thing I did was there was a middle axle missing. It used to be a triple axle, so I really don't need anything that heavy. So I took the first axle and moved it back to just create a normal tandem. Picked up some new tires and wheels for it, and started working on it. So first thing I found out is the dovetail's a little too steep. Second is there's no brakes on it. And my truck sits up kind of high. It's a lifted Ram, so I decided to do an axle flip conversion to make the trailer sit a little bit more level with my truck. I'm really glad I ended up doing this because it made the rest of the trailer flow really nicely, and it made it sit really level with the truck after that. But that made the dovetail even more noticeably awkward. So first thing to go was the dovetail. Decided I was going to cut it off. We were going to rebuild the whole dovetail, new ramps and everything. So I was able to find some steel for it, so I just started working on it. So cut the old dovetail off and started putting new steel on the side, and started rebuilding the dovetail. It took me about all summer to work on this in the evenings after work, but I think it turned out pretty good. But it was a pretty long process. Put in some fresh cross members. Some of the cross members were more than 3 feet apart, so I got enough steel to put them in, and that really helped out. Also, I put a piece of steel in the center here. This was so I could use 10-foot boards instead of having to put 20-foot boards on it. But added some steps up front to make it a little bit easier to get on and off of it, and some steel over the rear wheels as well. That the wood that was over top of the tires was completely rotted, so I figured the steel would be nice. So we got a new deck on it, and I went and got the new steel for the ramps, and started fabbing up the ramps. And they took shape really quick. They're really long. They're 6 feet tall, and it's 4-foot dovetail. But with the extra lift that's on the trailer now, it kind of needed all that incline that I can get, so the approach angle wasn't terrible. But yeah, here it is, just getting buttoned up here. All new lights. The ramps are finishing up right here with the cleats or the feet or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, they turned out really, really good. They're spring assist. They're very, very light to lower and raise back up. So, but yeah, I got all new lights. Got a new rear bumper put on it. New deck, new steel, new cross members, new tires. Oh, and I did add brakes to just the one now. So, got my winch mount fabbed up and mounted on the front, and yeah, that's pretty well it. But yeah, so for now it's got brakes on one axle, not the other, and it still needs painting. But this is pretty well it.